talk to him.
Look. Hold on, bro, you gotta let me go off. You gotta let me talk my shit. You gotta let me show off. Cause if a nigga ever gave me anything, shit, I ain't never ran off. You can run around this bitch with a little money on your head. I'ma run around this bitch blowing dookies instead. You can run around this bitch ducking and hiding and scared. I'ma run around this bitch grinding with grays in my head, nigga. I'm a made man, it's all or nothing. When that bag came, I grabbed it all. I go hard, nigga. Wanna know why I shine so hard? Cause the nigga turned his back when them times was hard. And if a nigga turned his back, he wasn't your mans at all. Laughing, smiling, and plotting how to smash your bra. Yeah, I live with the rats and roaches and dirty walls. So I spaz out in the booth is where I crash out. Geeta in his back down, nigga know I never back down. Getting money, niggas is who I'm around. I ain't never been lost, it just couldn't be found. Fake ass niggas, I ain't never changing for no change, nigga. Now come on, now I came in this game and I ain't changed shit. Your man's told on your mans and I ain't can't sit. Man, I came from the game, all I know is grit and yeah, you can change for the fame. I'ma stay the same, cause for some odd reason niggas change when they got some change. And if a nigga rock with you for days, he might steal your plays. It's crazy how these new niggas rock, claiming how they made 10 to 20, that ain't no money. The plan was to get a million, move up in the hills and live your best life. Man, it's crazy how these new niggas rock. Man, it's crazy how these new niggas rock. Ay, it's crazy how these new niggas rock.
They say you gotta pay attention, you might overlook it. Watch that fire on the stove, don't wanna overcook it. I show niggas where I slept when I know I shouldn't. Broke in my crib and stole 50, think I know who took it. And if you don't know your limits, then you gotta push it. Put that lighter to the pipe and turn it into pudding. And one thing about life, you can get it tooken. I sent some niggas to your crib, hopping out your bushes. You gotta learn the fundamentals. Hard to trust a nigga when you been through what I've been through. But shit, I'm hearing you out. You can't follow after a nigga who ain't stand you out. And even think to trust a nigga that you leery about. Believe half of what you see, nothing you hearing about. Cause they'll get the wrong message, start clearing shit out. We was sitting in those spots with no air in the house. Pissy mattress and couldn't put a tear in the couch. No fool nigga couldn't put a pen in his mouth. But it's cool, I confront a gutter. Never trust a soul, I learned it from my mother. No man, no friend, not even your brother.
Now I came in this game and I ain't changed shit. Your man's told on your mans and I ain't can't sit. Man, I came from the game, all I know is grit and yeah, you can change for the fame. I'ma stay the same, cause for some odd reason niggas change when they got some change. And if a nigga rock with you for days, he might steal your plays. It's crazy how these new niggas rock, claiming how they made 10 to 20, that ain't no money. The plan was to get a million, move up in the hills and live your best life. Man, it's crazy how these new niggas rock. Man, it's crazy how these new niggas rock. Ay, it's crazy how these new niggas rock. Ay, ay, ay.
What is going on, y'all? Welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Nashville Cavemen podcast. I am your host, Damo Unleashed. I'm here with a good friend of mine, man. This brother I consider my little brother. So go ahead and introduce yourself, man, and let's kick this show off.
Hey, you know who it is, Kobe. My name's Kobe Hampton, you know. Nice day today.
Man, it is absolutely beautiful in Nashville, man. I mean, man, it's beautiful. If I wasn't doing this, I'd probably just go out there and stand and just, bask in. For us to get this weather in February, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, but maybe that groundhog was right.
Man, you know what? That groundhog I ever see him, I'm gonna kick that damn groundhog. Hell. All the damn extended winters that he done had us in. If we lucky, hopefully we'll have the same kind of weather all the way through February, because I think February is already flying. Today is what, the 7th?
It is, and
a week into it, we got 3 more weeks and we into March. So hopefully we could get to March and we don't have no snow.
I'll be glad with that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Speaking of weather, we are less than a week away from the Super Bowl. So one of the questions I posed, right?
Yes,
Do you ever bet on any of these games? Are you a part of FanDuel or any of these other betting websites?
Interestingly enough, I keep getting told about it. I'm good with bets, but just like I used to place bets with like friends and people in high school or whatnot,
I got you.
and when I won or whatnot, and people didn't want to pay up or whatnot, I was just like, whatnot.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not a part of any of them either, and I'll tell you why. I think a lot of these games are fixed. I think, man, Sam, I know that, man, the referees and the players, they don't go in themselves and place bets. They have people do it for them. And I believe they save points. I believe they manipulate. There's been way too many games where you just looking at it, you like, man, this refereeing is just horrible. What is going on?
I'm right with you. Like all them big missed calls in the playoffs that cost teams chances to go to Super Bowls.
Right. Right. If there's anything in sports that I would bet on, it will be horseback. It'd be a horse race. That's it. A horse race. That's the only thing I play. Because animals. But when it comes,
and it's not fixed. Like you said on the last it's not fixed. I'm right with no human, because I feel like at first I was like, the NFL may not be rigged, but now I feel like it's kind of territory WWE was in, where we thought, and then came to find out it's sports entertainment. Yeah, I think it's gonna eventually it's gonna be like, this is sports entertainment.
But you know what, Cole? A lot of times, man, as fans, what we don't do is we don't read the fine print. I'm quite sure if we read the fine print, we will see that it also is entertainment.
Yep, they do. They got it in a little bit, and they say that they can real fast too. If you notice, like I don't know if they do it anymore, but back in the day, they'd be like NFL, and then they cut off real quick.
Think about this: on all the players' uniforms, it used to have something that used to go over a lot of people's head. Property of the NFL. Now think about that. Property of a corporation. Property. It used to say that on their uniforms. Property of the NFL. You will see it in the commercials where it would say property of the NFL. Think about how deep that is. So
that is, especially with everything that be going on with the league and the deals and everything.
And you seeing players getting suspended because, man, they've, openly admitted to betting or having other people's make bet for them.
So, and then I guess the loophole they was trying to say is they just didn't want them betting like while they're at the game. But then at the same time, I could kind of see like, well, you got to have rules in place. You can't just like, okay, if somebody found a loophole, you can tell them stop. But I think it is kind of petty to just be like, you banned or this or that, because you got the owners probably doing it. You got the NFL probably doing it. It's kind of like basically, it's just players like, I just want a piece of the pie too. I am, performing.
You take this year
Now,
when Detroit went for that 2-point at the conversion, right? Man, they robbed Detroit. It was so obvious that
man, they don't even
Did you see that play?
I did. I'm a Packers fan, so yeah, it's messed up.
Like, I'm glad this happened to Detroit, but on the other hand, you like, dang, this is messed up.
Yeah, because it'd be like, how they say they big on the integrity,
right?
But then at that point, it's like, well, where's the integrity?
Right, it's out the window.
Out.
And you think money is going back, and how much money that fans spend to go to these games? I think
lot.
The Vegas should not allow the NFL or NBA or any of these other sports to be a part of their betting system. I'm quite sure.
Or if they do, make it known like WWE make it known. Because WWE lets you bet, but they let you know we scripted, but we real performers, but we everything scripted. You can choose who you want to cheer for at the booth, but we just here to give you this product.
Right, it's part of a storyline. See, I don't think that's the problem though, because I don't think the NFL, it really is scripted like to the degree that we think.
Like fixed, like kind of like back in the NBA days where a referee might know something and be like, just throw a flag, if you slightly see something, or something like that. Because I don't think no player really just go out there busting their ass out and everything to win that Super Bowl and fake it. Because can you imagine? I mean, that's the.
I believe you. I think they will. I'll tell you why.
The money.
If I could play. Let me tell you like this.
Okay, I'm listening.
If I bet on myself the amount of yards that I'm gonna have, and say that niggas they're saying he's going to get 75, right? Or I don't know how that goes, but say if I can bet $1 million on myself and turn that $1 million into 50 million, the Super Bowl ring ain't no damn 50 million. You know what I'm saying? It may be at tops $1 million, tops maybe 1 million or 50. I'm a cheat all day. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna cheat all day.
When you put it in that perspective, because it reminded me kind of like what Gilbert Arenas was saying. He was like, you ain't got no rings. You know how much money I made?
Right. If there's people with rings, Robert Ory got more rings than Gilbert Arenas. But would you rather have being Gilbert Arenas' financial situation or Robert Ory's?
Man.
I think Gilbert Arenas all day.
And I think it's more embarrassing too if you win and then you broke and then you gotta pound what you won.
Yeah, then what's the point if you gotta pound it? If you gotta go to the pawn shop and then what's the point?
Yep, even if you sell it on eBay, that's pawning.
So what would be the point? I'd rather take the money. You can go and buy. You know how easy it is? You can go and buy a championship ring. You see what I mean? And the more money you got, the cheaper, and nobody know. They know, and you can buy championship rings.
You are so right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll take the millions. I'm talking about so many millions that my generations is set. I'll take that before I take.
I'm with you. Because then at that point, it'd be like, well, the whole point in the player mindset, even though to win the Super Bowl, it is to make it to take care of the family, or at least take care of yourself again, but yeah.
Well, the Super Bowl was just a reward for the work that you put in, you and your teammates, right? But the real, they win once they get to the league and they get that first really big contract. That's the real win. Because there's a lot of people that's in the league, in all these leagues, that's not going to get the contracts that some other players get.
No, they don't. It's some people that get 50,000 to even 25,000. opposed to millions, 500,000. And then you gotta think about travel, all them expenses, where you
Yeah,
gonna live, all that, whatever they don't pay, because not all teams have like team dinner and all that.
right. And you're right. And that's that you got to consider. So of course, man, somebody that's making, like, you got players that's maybe they making minimum. It might be like an NBA. You might have somebody on a $300,000 contract. Now to us, in 1 year, that's a lot of money. But to them, like you said, it's not, right? And so if I can bet half of that and turn around and turn it into 10 million, you don't think I would? Screw that.
Nah, I wouldn't. But maybe they should, like, instead of doing it themselves, they should just be like, here mama, here dad, here daughter, son, place this on me.
Right. I agree, man. But I'm with Gilbert.
I would do that. I ain't gonna lie. That actually makes it. I would do that. Because then at that point, you gotta understand, and it's just a corporation trying to make the most money, and y'all make money, y'all paying me. So then, the more money y'all make, that means the more money I can make.
Right. Like Charles Barkley, the only person, like when he's on TNT, they pick on him all the time about him not winning a championship. I get it. But man, he's won at life. He is a champion.
Man, we're playing with Jordan and all them other good stuff. Everybody can't win.
Right. And then Jordan, man, let me tell you, man, I think he's overrated. And I watched Jordan.
Yes.
I grew up, right? Jordan is his style points and all that, yes. But I always argue this point. I don't see the level of competition that Jordan beat as great. I'm sorry, Sean Kemp and Gary Payton were not great. I'm sorry, they weren't. Jazz, Paul Malone, and John Stockton weren't great. They were good, but they weren't great.
Okay. So it's kind of like the Patriots in the AFC, like pretty much the Patriots. When Tom Brady was with the Patriots in the AFC, it's like the Patriots going to the Super Bowl, and whoever's across from them, they got you feel like they got a slimmer of a chance because that's just how good the Patriots is.
Well, you really look at it like this: the Patriots lost twice to the Giants, and they weren't all that great. They weren't all that great. You know what I'm saying? The teams that beat them were built to beat the Patriots, and it was the Giants. All the rest of them were offensive teams. They beat all offensive teams.
Yeah.
Cam Newton, they were known. They had a good defense, but it wasn't a great defense, right? They were known for Cam Newton and that offense, though, with Steve Smith and Cam and Foster. So they were known for their offense more than their defense. Think about the Rams. The Rams were known more, the greatest show on turf, for their offense and not their defense. Think about the Indianapolis Colts with Peyton Manning, Edgerrin James, Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne. They were known more for their offense than their defense. Carolina with Jake Del Homme. That was known more for their offense. They had Julius Peppers, great on defense. They were okay. They had good pieces on defense, but they weren't really known for their defense. They were more of an offensive team than a defensive team. When you really think about Atlanta with Matt Ryan, they were and Julio Jones. They were known more for offense than defense. So the thing that the Patriots didn't get enough credit was the defense. The Patriots had a better defense than every team they played, except for the Giants.
What about the Eagles? Yeah, you're not gonna say the Eagles?
The Eagles they were more known for Donovan McNabb and Terrell Owens than the defense. They had good players on the defense, but their defense wasn't, their defense wasn't ahead of their offense. Now the Giants, the defense was better.
That was wrong. Yeah, okay, I can see with Michael Strahan with that gap in the two.
They were more that defense because the offense with Eli Manning was never good. They never were good until they got Odell Beckham Jr. By the time they got him, the offense was great, but the defense stunk, which is why they never made the playoffs.
Yeah, they had that because after they won the first time and that guy shot himself in the foot.
Plaxico Burress.
Yep.
And remember, he was out for so long, so they were known more for the defense, which is why they were such a low seed than the offense. So the teams lost to, they had a better defense than offense. They had an offense that was good enough just to score enough points. But they had
a defense to hold them in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so the Patriots, man, you look at they beat great offenses, but did they beat a great team? No. Think about all the teams they beat in the Super Bowl and never beat a balanced team. They never beat a team where they was overall known for their talent. They beat a team. The teams they mostly beat was heavy on the offensive side, and not that great defense. It's the same with Jordan. Jordan beat teams that were good defenders, but they suck at scoring. Look at the Knicks. The Knicks, they weren't solid on both. They were either really solid on the defensive side, or very solid on the offensive side. They weren't good at both. So you look at Phoenix with Charles Barkley and Dan Marlery and Kevin Johnson. They were great offensively, but defensively, man, nobody feared them defensively. Think about Sean Kemp and Gary Payton. They were great. Gary Payton was great defensively, but Gary Payton wasn't known for his offense. Think about that.
Okay. You making some sense. You driving some points. I get what you're saying.
Sean Kemp was known more for his offense, catching them lobs, the Rain Man, them dunks. Mm-hmm. But did anybody ever talk about Sean Kemp's defense? No. So you had one player, they only had two stars really. One of them was known for his defense. The other one was known for his offense. The rest of them, most people don't even know who the rest of the team was. I
ain't gonna lie. If you named anybody else other than them, I would have known.
Same with Portland. Now I can remember some of them. They had Kevin Duckworth, scrub. Terry Porter, scrub. Cliff Robinson, decent. He was okay. It wasn't somebody that, you brag about, man, we beat Cliff Robinson. All they had was Clyde Drexler.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. They ain't had nothing else. So, man,
you think the level of competition is harder now than it is back then, and it was easier because pretty much it was like, if you want the ball, you could just push somebody pretty much and take it.
Think about this. And the Knicks sucked so bad. And this was when they had Patrick Ewing. The Knicks suck so bad, they didn't even score 100 points most of the time. The game of basketball is about scoring. How do you not put up 100 points? And you're supposed to be great. You're supposed to be a great team.
Yeah.
You know for being a brawl. You know what I'm saying? A brawler. And this ain't football, this is basketball. The objective is to put the ball in the basket. And y'all can't score 100 points as a professional team.
So you feel like basically he went against a bunch of slightly better Draymond Green.
Yes.
Okay.
But I was like,
put Draymond's on there and put, they may have 1 or 2 20-point scorers of people that could get you 20 points. Charles Oakley sucked. He sucked. A lot of them players sucked for the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? And so you think about it. When there was teams that was really, really good out there, Jordan didn't beat them. He never beat Larry Bird. Yeah, he put 60 points. But what's 60 points if you lose?
Yep, and then that's my thing, because folks like to be having double standards. You can't be like, well, he's got 6 championships. I mean, look how long it took him to get there. At least you can say with LeBron, he's been in every one, pretty much, besides.
They're doing it in the NBA right now. Donovan Mitchell has the Cleveland Cavaliers as the number 2 seed. And he did it without, 2 of their best 4 players were out, right? And this dude, where most people thought that the team was going to fall apart, he actually helped propel them into where they're at as a number 2 seed right now. He don't have no votes. He's not even in the top 10 for MVP. Now, how is that? He's the only all-star player on their team. You saw the center who should have got the all-star nod. So
they snubbed like 5 people. Somebody named. Yeah.
You can't even name nobody on the Cleveland Cavaliers right now. Most people can't. Anybody in the names that they'll tell you, if you told them, well, hey, this person was out for a month and a half. This person was out a month. Then you'd be like, oh, well, I know they doing bad. They the number 2 seed, right? They'd have won 14 of their last 15 games. That's how hot they are. Actually, they won last 15 of their 16 games. And the best player on the team who has the team as a number 2 seed, nobody saw that coming. He don't have no MVP votes. None.
I think it's some of it's just sadly it's popularity, because just like when I say Cincinnati wasn't as popular till they reached the Super Bowl, then nobody really considered them there. They was like kind of like the Bills. All right, they'll be in there, but they ain't never gonna get there again. So I think they make a deep run in the playoffs, maybe folks will start taking them seriously. But probably right now they just probably looked at like how the Eagles was looked at this year. They started off good, and then folks trying to expect or hope that towards the end or the playoff time they crash. If that makes sense.
But the problem with that is, Cole. The problem, because you're right. I agree. But the problem with what you said is these are regular season awards. So it's like, how can you punish me for the playoffs if these are regular season awards?
That is right. That's right. That makes sense.
And that's the And so, and I know we gonna move along, y'all, man. We halfway through the show. Hey, you got any plans for the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I kind of feel like I at least wanted an underdog to be in there. They could at least put an underdog in there, and now it's like, and because it just feels like I really kind of care. I think the 49ers finally get it, but I can see Patrick Mahomes getting it too.
Yeah. Well, I know one thing, man. It's gonna be a good Super Bowl. I ain't no bets on it. I definitely think it's gonna be a good Super Bowl. It's unfortunate I'm gonna be at work that day. So I work Sunday night. I get off Monday morning. So when I get home, I get to watch the ESPN, watch them talk about it all day. But I'll be glad when football season's over with. My favorite part of the football season is about the approach. I look forward to the NFL draft. So that's
you like the
Oh yeah. When the teams that I want to make the Super Bowl don't make it, I'm like you. I don't really care much for the Super Bowl this year, but I am excited about the NFL draft. I'm really excited.
They got a lot of good people this year.
Yeah. This year, Marvin Harris. You remember Marvin Harrison? Well, his son coming up this year. So it's going to be interesting to see where he falls. And he's better than his daddy. I'm going to tell you that now. He's going to be much better than his daddy. And his daddy was cold-blooded.
Okay. He might be a steal then. Somebody overlook. Yeah.
When you know you're a bad Mickey Ficky when they call you Maserati Marvin or Maserati Marv. And they gave him that nickname, Maserati. So you know.
When you get gifted a nickname, it's different than you making your own. Yeah.
That nickname on national television and it stuck with him. Sure did. So y'all, we about to go ahead. I'm gonna play a song right quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about this. We were talking about it yesterday, and fellas, I got some advice for y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. I want y'all to listen to what I say, think about it, and go do it. Don't hesitate. Go do it. I'm gonna tell y'all the story that I heard between Eddie Curry on Vlad TV, and I was like, damn, that's messed up. So we're gonna be back with y'all, man. We take a little break here. Y'all stay tuned, and we will be right back in the gym.
I got blood on my motherfucking hands. How I get it? Trying to be a good man. I walk with the spirits of the slaves who killed in the field. I am them. Hold on, wait. Come again. I don't think you niggas heard me clear. I woke up one day, looked in the mirror, realized who the fuck we is. I got blood on my motherfucking hands. How I get it? Trying to be a good man. I walk with the spirits of the slaves who killed in the field. I am them. Hold on, wait. Come again. I don't think you niggas heard me clear. I woke up one day, looked in the mirror, realized who the fuck we is. Okay, my mama never lied. I got too much pride, too big to put to the side. Can't let a nigga play with my fam, I hope they never try. Cause shit, it's 1,000 ways to die. I'm not a bad guy, I just got a bad side. I came up on the bad side. Street lights on, we was outside. I emerged from darkness to non-ether. Major flavor, leaking through your speaker. Revolutionary, but I'm not the leader. Mr. Self-explanatory, tell me can you keep up? About to put you in a trance like a mind reader. I get lethal with the mic like it's a desert eagle. How did he kicked in the door, but I'm never leaving. I came a long way from robbing blood niggas. A nigga used to like robbing, damn near fell in love with it. I was facing 20 years, now life different. I got a daughter and my paper route legitimate. I'm trying to build better me and build benefits. Was down bad, had to crawl out the trenches filthy. I won't stop till my bank account overfilling. Grind hard, go first, stay humble with it. But if a nigga play with my fam, it's 1,000 ways to die. I'ma slide right now, show him no I got blood on my motherfucking hands. How I get it? Trying to be a good man. I walk with with the spirits of the slaves who killed in the field. I am them, hold on, wait, come again. I don't think you niggas heard me clear. I woke up one day, looked in the mirror, realized who the fuck we is. I got blood on my motherfucking hands. How I get it? Trying to be a good man. I walk with the spirits of the slaves who killed in the field. I am them, hold on, wait, come again. I don't think you niggas heard me clear. I woke up one day, looked in the mirror, realized who the fuck we is. Trying to be a good man. Trying to be a good man. Yeah. Trying to be a good man. Trying to be a good man. Okay, my mama never lied. I got too much pride. I walk with the spirits of the slaves who killed in the field. Can't let a nigga play with my fam. I hope they never try. Cause shit, it's 1,000 ways to die. I'm not a bad guy.
All right, man. That was Hood Life Music. Good man. Love that song, man. Shout out to all the artists that is a part of the Soul Driven Male Artist of the Year Award and the Soul Driven Female Artist of the Year voting or contest. All right. So while I'm here, the males, this is the men's trophy. All right. So we got that going on. The voting is on YouTube. All you got to do is go up under the video, vote for your favorite artist. Female trophy. Female Soul Driven Artist of the Year. So we got that going on. Man, I want to go ahead and talk about this, man. First of all, I got two things I want to talk about.
Right.
One of them is the story in Ashland City. I think I'm going to start with...
Oh, Ashley City, that close? Ooh.
Oh, yeah, because that was back door. So basically
Okay.
what happened was this man asked his wife for a divorce, right? He was like, you know, he ready for a divorce. No, this was they argued for hours, right? And I guess finally the you know, it ended. He went to bed. I don't know what she did. But when he wake up in the morning, the wife is attacking him with a frying pan. And their daughter, their biological daughter, has a knife. And so she's trying to attack him with the knife. And the mother is attacking him with the frying pan. And he gets away. He knocks the knife out of the daughter's hand, escapes and get away from the wife, and is able to get outside. Now he's in nothing but his boxers, right?
Oh Lord, yeah.
And it's January, so man,
he laid in busted.
I was like, man, it was the 27th. So I'm wondering, like, damn. I'm wondering, was it one of them days where it was real cold? Because it was January 27th. He had to go to a neighbor's house to get help. You know, the neighbor helped him. They called the police. And, you know, man, fellas, I got some advice for y'all. If y'all gonna do something like that, y'all gonna tell y'all old ladies, hey, look, I don't want to be with you no more. I think we need to get a divorce. You are absolute fool if you stay at that house. Ain't no way in hell. It's not no way. Because first and foremost, we talked about this a couple times on the show. If you know, there's a reason why there's a talking stage, of getting to know some stage. I think when before you commit to somebody, you need to see how they react when they are very, very upset. If they show any signs of violence, move. Don't look past that red flag. If you can see them go from 0 to 100 really fast, that is somebody, if you want to go ahead and you want a man, fine. But do not commit in a relationship with them. Matter of fact, I don't even advise you do that. Because, man, you liable to wake up with a brick through your window and, and some slashed tires and something, or a stalker.
No, it's getting crazy, man. I don't know what's in the water these days.
Man, I did a video and I put it up on Bigo. I don't know how people jealous when it comes to relationships. Like, I don't get it. It's not like y'all getting virgins out here. Y'all ain't getting nothing but hand-me-downs and pass-me-downs. The person you're in with, you know what I'm saying? A classroom of people in them. They got double-digit bodies. You know what I'm saying? They done had sex so many times, right? That you ain't getting nothing about it. You getting something to use. That it will be equivalent to 10 of us take a bite out of a sandwich, and then it finally reach you. Are you gonna value that sandwich after 10 people that bit on this sandwich?
Nah, I'm good. That's a good analogy.
So it's like, y'all get into relationships with people and think y'all can change people and stuff like that. And then, man, y'all go through a lot of drama and over what? What are you getting out of it?
Nothing. You getting stressed. That's what you getting out.
You one step closer to the upper room, to a heart attack, to a stroke.
And stress will do that to you too. If they don't do it to you.
Yeah, and then it's like, is it even worth it? I know, man, you got some booty you ain't had none in a long time. I get it. But is it worth it, man? Is the headache worth it? Some of y'all finally get a girlfriend. Y'all ain't had none. All your other girlfriends look like mud ducks, and they look like, man, the dirt up under a gorilla's toenail. And you finally get something decent looking, and then you do whatever, man, you sent for it. But is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? You getting something that somebody else got free. I'm not going to stress out over something else that somebody else got for free.
Yeah, now oftentimes you get disrespected and you be nice too. Because you know the new wave is being mean is nice and nice is mean. And everything's opposite.
It sure is. Especially when it comes, because this was his. And I'm sitting up here and I'm reading the story and I'm some new behavior of hers. Because can't nobody, there's people that could get you out of character, but not to the point where you risking, and where I'm risking my freedom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I feel like at some point it was like some type of coaching or something. That's just what because why would the daughter come out with a knife or something? Normally the kids be trying to stay out of it or bring everybody together.
I tell you why. Because parents lie to kids, and the kids, if there's anybody that the kids are going to believe, it's who?
You're right, the parents.
And which is why there's a lot of women that lie and say that a dude is a deadbeat dad, right? And here it is, the kid finally meet the dad and hear his side of the story and see that it wasn't what it was made out to be. But a lot of these women, they are lying. But I always tell females this. If you're going to say he a deadbeat, you pick him. That means you got deadbeat decision-making skills. That means you're a deadbeat when it comes to your choices. Because I'm sorry. There's no way that, you know what I'm saying, somebody that ain't committed to you, that you just gonna let them skeet all up in you. You gotta be a deadbeat too, just for letting them do it, and they ain't committed to you. You're a deadbeat too.
Yep. And then at least, you know, feel comfortable and like, okay, this person will take care of my kids type stuff.
Right. But you know,
I suppose it's hit and runs, and then it's I just throw you some money, but I don't really, you know.
Right, but you know, that's even a gamble. Because you know, when you get with somebody, you dating somebody, that's a flip of the coin. You don't really know after you have kids with them if they gonna stay around or not. So the best thing to always do is to marry them, because you know they gotta stay around. They're in a contract. You know what I'm saying? So women, they be like, oh, well, he a deadbeat. Well, you got deadbeat decision-making skills. That's why when you come with kids, you have to explain that situation, and it has to make sense. Because if the reason for you not being with the person that you chose to have kids with doesn't make sense to me, and it's toxic, then that means your decision-making skills and your choices are toxic. Why should I invest my time and energy and money and future into you if you're making toxic choices and decisions? Because whatever it is that you say the father of your kids are, that's what you are. And I tell men the same thing. However your baby mother is, you may not agree with it. People don't like to be accountable for their own stupidity and choices. But whatever it is, whatever you say about them, that's you too. You see, man, because you chose to lay with them. I'm telling you, man, there was a lot of things that they had character issues, and I seen. And don't get me wrong, man, you know, I'm just like any other man. You know, you see it, you like, woo. Especially when you ain't dating in months, or you ain't had none in months, and you get something then that's, you know, popping out front, you know, busting out the back, and then you just like, woo, it's only a matter of time, and it can make you stupid. But I wasn't stupid enough to go ahead and, man, I'm sorry, man. You know, to get with somebody that one day was going to be having weapons on me.
Ooh, yeah. Because it goes a frying pan and what? The knife is excessive after the frying pan, don't you think?
Man, yeah. But when I'm thinking of frying pan, I'm thinking of a cast iron frying pan.
Man, okay, so we on the same page. I am too. I'm talking about that old school. Yeah, passed down from generation.
Hell yeah. Them things, man, you can, man, CTE right off the bat. One hand. Boom. Man, I'd rather take a helmet to the head from Miles Garrett than that.
Nah, you right. You right, because depending on how you think, I mean, your head might turn like an owl.
Right. You know, and so, and I'm like, dude, man, we're like, of course her temper didn't just out of the blue show up. That was there. So it's like, what was it that made you miss that? Because that don't just come out of the blue. That was always there.
But you know what? It's like you said, it's be red flags, but you just be so involved in trying to overlook it and change the person. But then when it's that time to move on, sometimes you moved on too late, and then you be the one to get burned.
Yeah, because what happens, I'm gonna tell you, what happens is people be getting look. For the most part, man, the majority of people sluts. Let's just be honest. The majority. No,
see, I like that. That's what I always say. Just be honest, child.
Right.
You at a point in time, you're a hoe. You're a slut. Hey, I was. Hey,
And I was too at some point. And they hide behind relationships so it don't look so bad. But they get to outweighing the sexual part of it and drama. And when the drama is way up here, and the sexual part is great, but it's down here, and then you like, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see that thing of honey over there, but is it worth getting stung by all them bees to get it? No. Not when I could just go to the store and get it with no hassle.
That's true.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, man, that's where couples stay longer than they should have. Because they be like, damn, well, I'm just now getting this access to this booty. And females are even worse. Dudes, most dudes don't have discipline over their penis.
Yep.
Females, y'all even worse. Y'all are men. Man, let somebody give y'all some good. Let somebody slang y'all real good. Y'all be dickmatized for about 7 years.
Man, what? Tattoos on the face, going crazy, flash a tire. Where you think you going?
Can somebody name me a man out here that got a female's photo tattooed on his face? Ladies, can y'all name me one man that got the picture of y'all on their face? And y'all bozos is going around putting dudes' pictures and photos on your face. Let me tell you, I would be.
And you know what makes that worse too? Because half the time, because it's nobody's guaranteed to you. Everybody can go their own way at any point in time. So yeah, you got your high chance of going back to being hoish or whatnot. You got that tattoo still on your face. Why would I choose you now at that point?
I'm about to make y'all bust y'all gut. I'm going to tell you why I won't want no female putting my picture on their face. I'm going to tell you why. Because I will feel violated. And you know why I will feel violated? Because most of these chicks sleep with multiple men. I don't want no other man busting the nut on your face that got my picture on. Because they feel like I had a nut busted on me.
I don't even want to think about it.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm telling you, man, I wouldn't want no female. I'm going to go and do a video about this. And I know they're going to be like, this dude crazy. I would take offense to if a female got my picture tattooed on her face. Because these girls are sluts, and I don't want no other dude. This Soulja Boy was just talking about that with Blueface, because they're going back and forth. And you know what he said to Machine Rock? Why don't you come over here, you little dirty mutt or whatever he called her, and let me go ahead and bust one on your face where that picture is.
So then once if y'all not together and y'all break up or got bad blood, you can go around the
Could you imagine if a chick tattooed my name on her ass cheek, and then man, here we break up, and then she go and she let another dude bust a nut on my name, bitch. I mean, excuse my language, man. I'm sorry. I know that's crazy to even think about. But man,
no. We in the days now. You got to think about it. It's so weird.
Don't even tattoo the kid's name. You up here tattooing the kid's name. You busting on the kid's name. All on the kid's name. All up and down your arm. Nah, man. Nah.
You know you're wrong.
Something else I wanted to talk too. Fellas, you know what I'm saying? If y'all not, so Eddie Curry's on Vlad TV, and this was an old interview, but I just came across it. He was talking about how, he's married and he got a family outside of a family. You know what that means. He married went out,
Yeah.
traveling, find him a, whoop-de-woo, got him pregnant. So now he's paying child support. He ain't paying child support to this woman. What he's doing is when, they had an agreement. So when, the kid needed something private school, he would go ahead and he would pay for that. Kid needs school clothes. You know how fathers do. They have an agreement with the mother. Man, don't put me on child support. Just if he needs something, let me know and I'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Eddie Curry, Eddie Curry did that all the way up until the kid was 18 years old. So the kid, 18, the mother of the kid went to child support. Do you know child support went after Eddie Curry? So Eddie Curry went to court with all the receipts, cashier, check receipts, everything, right? That's a gift.
Yeah.
He didn't get that money. So that don't count as child support because we didn't get it. That means it's a gift to her.
Mm-hmm.
So they went back and made him pay $1 million or whatever it was again. And dudes out here trying to do the right thing and the smart thing. Fellas, after I saying that, and that's messed up. I'm telling y'all, don't do the right thing. Don't do the right and do the smart thing.
Yeah, them old folks, I'm telling you, old people put me up on game real early. The old heads, like, come here, young, and let me tell you something. They broke child support down to me to the T. I'm talking about the math.
It's a money grab. It's slavery. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest. I promise you, there will be more deadbeat mothers than fathers if it wasn't for these government programs.
Mm-hmm.
Take away, and you'll hear women saying, well, I do what I gotta do. Well, you know what that means when they say, I'll do what I gotta do? What do you think?
You just gonna try to give it up just to get?
That's what it means. Because that's what they did before these government programs. Before they had these government programs, they would get with a man that the man wanted them, but the man didn't want nothing to do with the kids. You know whose story was that? James Brown. Look into James Brown, his upbringing. His mama left him, you know what I'm saying, left him for another man. She left him to fend for his son. So you would have a lot of that. You would have a lot of kids having to fend for themselves if these government programs wasn't around. Because these women would be running after a man. And if they take these government programs away, where there was no public housing, there was no food stamps, these chicks be on their back all day. You hear me? They be up there selling narcotics all day. Tell me I'm lying.
Mm-hmm.
They be just
no,
like
you know, you're not lying.
And they will find
still be
They will find guys that'll pay for it. It'll be dudes that'll pay for it.
Oh yeah. You definitely. It's always gonna be somebody desperate enough. You just gotta be able to locate that person.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these females, the really pretty ones, they won't have no trouble.
Oh well, you ain't gotta be. If you a female these days, you don't even gotta. It don't matter if you ugly, cute, or whatnot. You just post a picture and they come to you.
Man, yeah, dudes, man, we'll screw a squirrel hole. You hear me? We will screw a chipmunk hole in a tree. I'm telling you, man. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Yeah. And then be talking about, ooh, baby, don't tell nobody. Ooh, don't want nobody to find out about this one. We'll do it in a minute. I know I'm telling our business, fellas. I'm sorry, man. Females know. Y'all, you know y'all on Bigo, Facebook, Instagram. Y'all, it goes down in the DM. It goes down.
Yeah.
Shoot, y'all know y'all taking them $40. I ain't fooling nobody. See it. Kids' Christmas coming up, kids' birthday coming up. Did inflation high? Y'all ain't fooling nobody. Y'all taking them deals with coupons. I know what you're doing.
You seen that one with where he had a bucket, he had a biggie bag, he had $40, some Doritos, the snack size. He said, "Thank you for your time."
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. You know what time it is. I ain't fooling nobody. But yeah, fellas, if y'all ain't on child support, put yourself on there. Don't be like, hey,
Yep.
You feel like you done did all this for the kid, and then the courts make it like you ain't did shit for the kid. I feel a certain kind of way.
Hey, you gotta be ahead of it too.
You got to be ahead of the
game. You do it, and you straight. Cause you don't want. Cause normally it'd be like whoever do it first, kind of almost dictate the story. But if the female do it first, your side of the story ain't really even gonna be heard. You're gonna look down upon.
Well, it's a lot of these judges where when it come to men's rights, the men don't really have no rights. Because I'm gonna tell you, and here's what I mean by this. You got men out here that are surviving and making it on their own, right? I feel like if you're a woman, you have a kid with a man. That man is able to work, provide for that kid. You, on the other hand, you need help to take care of that kid. Meaning you need, in order to get your apartment, you got to have the government help you. In order to have enough food in your house to eat, you got to have the government help you. If you're one of them females, if you're a good mom, you will give that kid up to the father, especially if you know that the father is a good father. But a lot of these females aren't as great of moms as they make it out to be. They would rather have that kid struggle in an environment in which they know they can't care for the kid, rather than just say, I'm gonna swallow my pride and I'm gonna work with this man, and when I get on my feet, then we can revisit this and we can have shared custody. But right now, I think this man needs to take on full custody, and then I be the one to head and go get the kids for the weekend and whatnot and around my schedule. But till I do what I do as a mom, he's in a better position than I am. Me and this man not gonna be in a relationship anymore. I need to go ahead and swallow my pride. Let this man care for this kid. But a lot of them won't do that.
It's too much pride and ego. They go with the independent woman thing that's going.
But it's not independent. If you're dependent on the government, if you live in any public house, it is not independent. You are not independent, ma'am. The government got you that house. If you couldn't get that apartment on your own, you come up with the security deposit on your own. You can't pay that rent without help on your own or a steep discount. You're not independent. So some of y'all like to shoot men down. And I don't mean to use that word. Y'all like to dog men and shut men down. And you know what I'm saying? And belittle men. But a lot of y'all are only in the position y'all in because the government are dead. And so while y'all be talking about racism, think about who's in charge for getting you that food the next month or that public house. Who's in control of all of this?
That is so true. You're absolutely right.
And I've seen so many talk about broke this and broke that, and only got what they got because the government helped, as if they were entitled to that. You laid down like I laid down, and you're getting the benefit that only the kids should be getting. But the only reason why you're getting that benefit too is because they gave you the right over that child. But if it wasn't for that child, you'd probably still be living home with mom, or be having about 6-7 roommates trying to help you pay rent on like a 2-bedroom house. Or tell me I'm lying.
No, you're not lying at all. You're spitting. You telling it like it is.
So, fellas, man, moral of the story is, don't be boo-boo the fool. If you ain't on that, You ain't on child support? Go put your own damn ass on child support. When I seen the video, it almost knocked the wind out of me.
Yeah, nah. Real, because 18, you do the whole year. Like the whole year. And then basically
18, and then they went after him for child support because she went down to the child office and said he never gave me child support, which she was right because she never did. He never did give it. I mean, he didn't give it to them. There's no record from them getting child support.
Yep, that's why if you gonna do an agreement, I'll get it notified. What's that word?
You can get it notarized. No.
They don't notarize one either. Well, you know what? It don't even matter because if you put yourself on it, then you good.
There you go. Because he had receipts showing that he get the receipts was checks to her. So he had proof, and it still wasn't good enough. So
she could just say, like you said, he was just giving me money every month. I was his side piece.
Right. Because of the government, the whole objective of child support is so the government get their money. See, what a lot of men don't understand is our government is broke. Our government is broke. We poor. You know how poor our country is? They tax us. When we work, they tax us. If we buy a car, we get taxed. Buy a house, we get taxed. We buy food, we get taxed. We buy anything, we get taxed. And then at the end of the year, when the tax season roll around and they look at your money, if they feel like you didn't pay enough, guess what they gonna go and do?
Hey, you gotta pay some more.
They gonna tax your ass again. You know the jacked up part about it all is, if you don't pay the taxes, which is your money, not their money, your money, you gotta go to jail.
Now you know how hard they be on that. They be hard on them taxes than more than that crime. That hard crime, I'm telling you.
Look at Wesley Snipes. He had to do that federal time for tax invasion. Right?
I ain't know that.
But here's the funny part. Here's the kicker.
Okay.
When that flood happened in New Orleans, all the people, that was their money. So when they lost everything, they had to go through all this red tape just to get something back. Right?
And that was their money.
And it was their money. Look at Hawaii. When all them people lost that stuff in the fire, they gave them $700.
What's $700? You know how high stuff is in Hawaii? Like a sunny D like this is probably like $20.
But here's the kicker. They gave how much to Ukraine?
$1 billion.
So Kobe, it would be like me taking money from you. It would be like me taking money from you. Your kids need it, but I take the money and your kids need it. Like, here y'all, here go $1. But then I go to a stranger, somebody I don't even know, they don't have nothing to do with me, even though your kids, you see what I'm saying? And I give them all the money. And that's what I give them the money. But then I get proven because now I'm getting richer and richer. Meanwhile, you
getting forward unless you like come up or something. Yep.
So you really think about that. I don't think our government need to be talking about anybody being communism or anything like that. They don't need to talk about anybody. Ain't nobody getting screwed over like us. You ever had that from you over and over?
Come on, you spend all this money to help other people, you can't even help your own country.
Right. It's just like if you won $1 million or you borrowed $1 million from your family, and then man, you gave the money to other people and yourself and your family when they said, "Oh snap, man, we about to lose this and that." You can be like, "Here go $10, man. I hope this helps."
It's like you trying to be funny. That's what it's.
And you can laugh.
That's
I
all
mean,
it is.
it's so sad. You gotta laugh at it. You gotta make light of it. You know, because you look at Chicago and New York, they had schools closed down, right? And then they got these migrants, and now they open these schools up, and they housing these people. The kids, they wouldn't even. Well, it wasn't good enough for the kids, but now you know, and this, you know, the money for public schools, the tax dollars come from where? The people that live in the area, they the ones that pay for the school. And now you got immigrants, and you taking care of the immigrants with their money, housing, school that their money paid.
And still struggling. Can't even be 50-50. Be like, all right, look, man, gotta help everybody. Here you go. Nah.
Man, it's nuts, dude. It's absolutely nuts. But y'all, Kobe, this was a great show. You know, man, I need to connect with you when we get off of here because I'm so sure about, you know, as far as like your journey. And if you still on, I don't know if you know, read my, but what we was talking about before, if you were still on the same path of that blessing happened for you. You know the blessing I'm talking about?
Yes. You
still on that same path?
I'm still on that same path.
I'm proud of you, my guy. I'm proud of you, man. Bro, you are in my prayers. Things gonna get better for you. I promise you that. You know, man, and just stay away from sucker stuff, you know. You gotta stay away from sucker stuff. The same names, you gotta think. I've watched videos and what you're dealing with, I'll be like, man, well, it applies to this too because they'd actually had kids with them. So how could they now slander them? And they chose to not only have one, you know, multiple kids with them.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden he's this and he's that and he's this and that. Well, what does that make her? So, with that said, man, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you, man. You know, great things are on the horizon for this upcoming year.
On the positive.
On the positive. Y'all, we getting ready to get up out of here, but I just wanted to say, the only thing guaranteed in life is death. So don't worry about small things that you don't have control over. All you can do is make the best out of the time that you have right now. Peace, y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. We will be right back next week talking about the Super Bowl, man. So that you know, we're gonna talk about the commercials, talk about what happened in the Super Bowl. That's next Tuesday and Wednesday. We're gonna have more great content for y'all. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitch, Bigo. Man, you get a chance, bro. Sign for Bigo.
That's the dinosaur, right?
It's free. I promise you. I promise you. You're gonna love it. You ain't really been seeing me on Facebook, have you?
No, not really. Not really. So that bingo is not bingo. Is it called bingo or bingo? What's it called?
Bigo, like B-I-G-O.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Because you'll have potential. I think when we get on there having the conversations like we have, it'll put us in a position to make money faster on there and build it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And so, man, I would love to, you know, for us to be able to be on there and here, you know. And so, once you get situated, you know, get a laptop, your phone, man, we gonna build this thing up to a whole nother level.
Yes.
A lot of times I post my numbers to show y'all what numbers, because Sky had almost 200 people watching from his platform. On Bigo itself, I had over almost 500. So we're getting more and more viewerships. And I think the more platforms that we're on, the more beneficial it's going to be. And I'm having fun, man. And I'm in this business to eventually, I like doing this, man, because I think we have great content. It's educational, it's wise, it's a lot of wisdom, and it's funny, man. You know, I like to say stuff and make y'all laugh and chuckle and whatnot. You know, I gotta break the ice with a little bit of humor. But, you know, man, it's all in good fun, and I like what we got going on. I like the Nashville Cavemen family. I'm looking to add more hosts. It's just hard to find people that's serious. You know how that goes. But that's for another time. But I want to tell y'all, man, thank y'all for tuning in. God bless. We are closing out, man, till next week. All right. Peace, love, and everything above.